Okay, let's just do a little rig setup right now. Cool new table I got. Fits both my monitors and speakers and a whole bunch of other shit right there. That's annoying, the center console for the speakers. But let's just go over the case right now. The got a nice trooper. I think that's actually an old fan I had, 120 I got for free after rebate. 1 second. So that's the only reason I have it in the side, because I don't have any others. I think I'll just stick those into there and maybe turn them off. It's just the only blue one. And it doesn't want to come out. Pretty much use that as my graphics card fan. Doesn't get too hot, but I just don't want it to get even hotter. Come on. Okay, so now that D14, there is in fact 3930. Okay. I don't know, not much to say about that. It's awesome CPU. I decided not to go too high end with actual graphics card. Went with the 7850, the XFX one. I think this was the cheapest, and plus it's got 2 gigs of VRAM, so it's quite nice. Actually, that's a little too bright, I think. Give me a second. Also, you can see the power supply, Cool Master Sound Pro, 850 watt. So I eventually do want to put 2 of these in Crossfire and just run like that. Like when one becomes irrelevant. And as you can see there, that is a sound card, because that stupid tumor cable right there. That card actually came with the motherboard, the ASrock Extreme 9. You just leave that on there. It came with that on because that doesn't have like a sound thing in the back there. So you have your own dedicated creative chip that does all the sound processing instead of CPU. Cool shit. Comes with cool software. Not much to say about it. The way it's like the bracket back there, kind of. It's funny. I think it's a little too long, so then I can't use the other one without it like touching the top of the graphics card. So I don't know. Cable management is kind of okay on this. Let me just take off all the light. Major cables are the flat black power connectors right there for the graphics card. And motherboard power. You can't really see the dual 8 pins up there at all. They just sit up there and hide. Sadly, those aren't kind of terribly sleeved. Like you have like 2 inches of actual yellow and black cable. That is a stock fan. I pretty much run it on full because it doesn't make too much noise compared to the Megaflow. I think that's a black Megaflow up top. It's still Cool Master 200mm. As you can see, it's actually a brown PCB instead of full on matte black. But right, if I were to move this away, you can't really tell. Screw it. I actually do have my... And for hard drives, what I have in there, let me try to get a better view into it. As you can see up top, Crucial M4, 64 gig. Okay, it's like a 10-year-old disk drive up top, that's in case I need to. Plus I'm running a game off that. There I have it's a 250 and a 320 gig drives. One of them I have to put back into my old computer just because I use it. It still has OS on there. But Lavco from Lavco Price Tech and on the forums is complaining how if you put your hard drive cage this way, you have bad cable management for your SATAs because he thinks you have to make them go from the side like that. Actually, you're wrong. What I did, basically the same thing it's on the other side. I put the SATA cables through these little holes. You can actually fit like 3 in the bottom one, maybe 2 up top, and if you move the back, you have enough space for one down there. I think you can move this a little bit, but that side basically fit those down there. And that one, actually that one, as you can see, it's the same thing, runs through the back. Can't really see the one for the M4, it just hides away, and the other two just curve right in the back, and you can't see it if you're at an average angle. even though the camera's out of focus. The only thing that's the problem is the SATA power, which I just run behind the SSD cage. That kind of just hides some of the look. And you have I don't know, I think it looks good. I still have to work on some cables in the back. I'll show you. Yeah, toolbox is an awesome feature. I'll just get the back open. Now I actually do have a problem with the back side panel on the Trooper. I don't know why, but it's just like this lower part seems to just be curved out a bit, so that I can actually push it down a little bit, and I have to push it down to, let me see if I can get the angle. But I kind of have to push it down so I can screw it in, otherwise it just misses the hole entirely. It's a nice slider, I guess. Let me just move this out of the way too. I think mine actually got damaged from UPS. One of those panels has a dent. So you can see, kind of didn't bother too much with zip ties. I tried to just make everything go one way. These little cables are just the biggest pain in the ass I could think of. I'd rather have one thicker cable, like, like that. That's like the USB 3. Maybe just sleeve them somehow. If I could desolder RAM if I need to with this thing. The CPU cutout. 8-pin works wonderful. You could fit 12 8-pins up there if you need to. Not really, but. And under there's another similar kind of hole for the fans. Actually, it just makes running that one easier. These flat black cables are nice, but then they also serve a problem because when they're out here, they just look awkward because I don't know, I can't get them to be super tight like I want them to. They just have a little too much slack on them, especially the bottom one. Gotta get that behind here. Yeah. But the Molex is back there at the 24-pin. I've wired that around because that on the side panel, that's where the large bulge is. Let me just show you the SATAs I was talking about. Just bump up that. You can see it's kind of hiding through there. And then the next one is right there. Goes in. That one goes in. I actually did it to the 3, I guess, instead of the put 2 of them through 1. I also wired the fan connections from there. That was fit kind of easy for the fan controller for the front 2. Bump down the ISO. Cool grommets. They're actually like, they actually have something to, like, tabs to hold them in. That's part of the case. I guess I just need to use more zip ties. Noctua fans. Kind of need to tighten that up, but that's what I don't like is these Noctua fans kind of just jump out pretty easily. They're hard to put in. A second. They just jump out a little too easy sometimes. So when I try to move that, one's in there jump out, one's in here. It's a pain in the ass. They don't clip in too easily. Like that old Stigmatech one that came with the other fan that I had in the side panel, that one holds on easy. That's what I have for the Noctua fans. They're running on 12 volts. Other than that, it's nothing really fascinating. Case is quite nice. Makes sounds. Got a little 6 positions or 5. LED on off. Oh, nice case overall. Cable management looks okay, I guess. I could work on some things, but not much I really want to work on. I think it's starting to collect dust, the case, so we might have to clean these out. That's really it. Just cool mouse. Logitech G9X. Just get some. Love that mouse. You can change the colors on it. And you have 5 settings for the DPI. I just leave the middle one on. There you have, like I set it to 5600. That's like 3300, 1500, 800, 400. That's really it. I think the 400 or 200, whatever I set it on, I'll probably leave for like Photoshop. SteelSeries mousepad. It's quite nice. I don't know what else to talk about. Guess that's really it. So, yeah.